It has been a historic day in our country. I'm Jessup Reisbeck, and this is your CBS 58 Quickcast. Americans are reacting with anger, joy, fear, and confusion after the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. All the emotions over the issue on full display outside the Supreme Court in D.C. Abortion rights supporters and the president are condemning the decision, calling it cruel and regressive and a dark day in history. Pro-lifers are rejoicing, saying it will save countless lives. Protesters making their voices heard in southeastern Wisconsin as well. CBS 58's Jenna Wells is at Milwaukee's Humboldt Park.
Hey, Jessup, we're at Humboldt Park in Milwaukee's Bayview neighborhood where the Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin are here hosting a rally speaking out about the overturning of Roe versus Wade and pro-choice reproductive rights. If you look behind me, you can see hundreds of people have come out to this rally sharing their support for abortion rights here in Wisconsin. This rally is expected to go until 6 o'clock when many of these people will head over to Red Arrow Park where another protest is planned.
Jenna, thank you. And today's Supreme Court ruling triggers a 170-year-old law in Wisconsin back into effect. CBS 58's Victor Jacobo has more on that tonight.
Yeah, Jessup, today's Supreme Court ruling puts a halt to safe abortion care access here in Wisconsin. The state has seen steady declines in abortions over the last 4 decades, from about 22,000 abortions in 1980 down to about 6,000 in 2020. But experts say people in Wisconsin seeking an abortion are left with few options, including traveling out of state to places like Illinois and Minnesota. They added this will most significantly impact minority, low-income, and rural communities and lead to increased maternal morbidity and mortality.
Victor, thank you. And Wisconsin Republican lawmakers celebrating today's decision while Democrats are outraged. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu said this today. The Supreme Court long-awaited decision restores lawmaking authority to the states and finally gives Wisconsin voters a voice in how they want to protect the most vulnerable. Meanwhile, Democrats slamming the ruling. Governor Tony Evers calling the decision grim and vowing to challenge restrictions to abortions. Members of both pro-choice and pro-life groups sharing strong opinions today. Planned Parenthood says the Supreme Court has stripped people of the freedom to control their own bodies, calling today's decision devastating. While groups like Pro-Life Wisconsin are rejoicing, saying this is a victory for millions of unborn babies.
We have been working towards this day, dreaming of this day for decades. If not entire lifetimes for some people. We've prayed, we've fasted, we've marched, advocated for the lives of the preborn in Wisconsin.
The decision to have a child or not have a child is a deeply personal decision and should be the right of everyone. Denying access to abortion causes harm, especially to Black, Brown, and Indigenous and other vulnerable communities.
Of course, we will continue to cover this developing story, and you can always find the very latest news on our website, CBS58.com. Turning now to weather. As the heat returned today, some rain could be on the way this weekend, right, Sam?
Yeah, that's right, but we're going to be quiet through the rest of this evening. Clear skies in place. That lake breeze will be pushing on inland. As we head through the night, we'll start to see some clouds filter on in, but starting off dry early tomorrow morning. Mid to late morning, looks like we could have some shower activity rolling on through, but it will be weakening as it does so. That's the main round, but we will still be watching for more isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder as we move through late afternoon and the evening. Cold front moves through, though, Saturday night, and that will bring much more refreshing weather for Sunday.
All right, Sam, thank you. The first place Brewers breaking out their new City Edition Brew Crew unis for the first time tonight at AmFam Field against the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll have highlights for you tonight at 9 and 10. Also in our late newscasts, our coverage of the Supreme Court decision continues with more local reaction. Plus, we'll take you to the lakefront for Day 2 of Summerfest 2022. We will see you tonight, but for now, that is your CBS 58 Quickcast. I'm Jessup Reisbeck. Have a great weekend.